Hi, this is OZ Hall, and this is my video submission for the 2023 Dot Competition by synthesizers.com. Stick around for the second part of the video where I will go into technical detail on the techniques and modules used to realize this electronic music composition. Please like and share with your friends. Thanks in advance for watching. In this video, I'm using three voices: a drone voice, a sequenced voice, and a lead voice. The drone voice is from this VCO. I'll call it VCO1. I'm taking the sine wave out, routing it into a digital reverb, and then out to the mixer. I'm modulating the linear frequency modulation input from VCO2 in this patch, which is a Q106 oscillator. I'm taking the sine wave out of that, routing it into a wavefolder, and I'm modulating the wavefolder from this LFO that's moving very slowly. I'm taking the fold out into this VCA that's modulated from this slow LFO. Taking that output and routing it into the linear frequency modulation input. And during the course of the video, I'm manually adjusting this linear FM of VCO1. So that's the drone voice. The sequenced voice uses two repaneled Q106 oscillators. They're mixed in a state variable voltage control filter, which is in low pass mode. VCO1 outputs a triangle wave, as does VCO2. A separate square wave is routed to a VCA that's being slowly modulated, and then the output of that VCA is going back into the linear frequency modulation input of VCO2, which is also an octave higher than VCO1. I'm using the Q148 VCA as the output, as well as a tuning reference. Halfway through the performance, I enable a ratchet effect on the sequencer voice. I'm using a voltage-controlled ADSR envelope generator to control the frequency of the filter. The ratchet effect is achieved by modulating the decay and release times, and those release times are controlled by the third row of the sequencer. A digital delay completes the Berlin School sound. By the way, Roger Eric has a great video on achieving the ratchet effect, and that concludes the sequenced voice description. The lead voice comes from a Q169 oscillator plus, which is a dual oscillator. I'm using a couple of features to add richness to the harmonic structure. VCO1 is a pulse wave, and I'm modulating the pulse width from a slow internal LFO. VCO2 is a pulse wave that's an octave higher than VCO1. The pulse width of VCO2 is adjusted to sound like a feedback harmonic. The level of VCO2 is controlled from the internal envelope generator so that its introduction is delayed like this. The two oscillators are mixed in the voltage control filter. I'm manually adjusting the cutoff frequency during the course of the performance, and the output is going into this fixed filter bank, and the output of the filter bank is going into a VCA and then out to the mixer, where I'm adding a slow digital delay. So that's the lead voice. This concludes the technical portion of the video. I appreciate you watching, and if you've made it this far in the video, please like and subscribe. Also, thanks again to synthesizers.com for sponsoring the .com petition 2023.